everybody back to episode 22 of the Smoking Room Podcast. As you can see, we are the most scuffed podcast on Twitch and the internet. Can't even figure out my own damn audio. But, hey, what else is new? How you doing this week, Soul? What's new with you?
Good. Just, another day, another dollar. I finished my photos of the day. Lit.
Nice.
I'm chilling.
You got your birthday coming up soon. Everybody make sure you're there for the Soul birthday stream. Will this be your first birthday stream on Twitch?
Yeah, actually. It will be my first birthday. Hold on. Yes, because I had the podcast going. So this would be the second year I did the podcast for my birthday.
Okay,
the first year I'm actually streaming on Twitch for my birthday.
Demo says the smoked too much room. The worst part is I ain't even done that yet. That's the worst part.
We haven't got there yet.
Streamlabs. Uh-oh. Is yours messing up now?
Oh, that's good.
Okay. Freaking Streamlabs. That's what I gotta stop being lazy and switch over to Studio.
Yes, just OBS, yeah.
It's supposed to be so much better at the plugins and stuff, but yeah, well, we're here, chat. We finally got audio for everybody. Welcome everybody. Hope you're doing well tonight. Tonight's program is we're just kind of chilling out a bit more. As you can see in the titles, we're going to be talking about some I'm going to save those questions for after, but one we did last week and one I kind of just derived off of that, and I thought Soul would be into that, and like I said to you in DMs there, hey, you want to use them for yourself later, go for it. But to start it off, I figure we do kind of a little bit of like the news of the week or whatever, just real quick run through. Not a whole lot was going on this week. I mean, a little bit, chat. Cancel culture as usual. As usual, yeah. We canceled Pepe Le Pew this week. I don't know how deep we want to go into that, because I could go off on that in a way that would get me canceled this year. But hey, it is what it is, I guess. I mean, all I'll say on that was I thought this was funny, and you might laugh too. Is not the message behind the tweet, chat, because the message is like, oh, video games cause violence, but just the tweet itself, I had to laugh. Was there was a guy, he tweeted underneath the Pepe Le Pew canceled thing, and he goes, "I'm glad he's canceled. Now my son can go back to burning hookers in GTA, so he doesn't have to pay him."
Right. I mean, I get it. I understand it. You know what I'm saying? I understand it. But with that same mentality, we would be canceling a lot more cartoons than just.
Yeah. I mean, I'm more just like, to me, it's just more like, when are we gonna get to the day where it's basically just Bugs and Tweety left, because they're the only ones that aren't cancelable. Actually, I think they'll find something to cancel Bugs behind. Yeah,
I'm sure there is. I know there's a couple of episodes where he's supposed to be canceled. Yeah, but I mean, that was years ago. Like, I don't even understand. He's not in Space Jam 2 because of that. You know what I'm saying? I get it. We want to make sure. There's I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, I get it. Don't get me wrong. I am not for the rape culture. That everybody who's in that culture needs to just go to hell. You know what I'm saying? I'm not for it. Yeah. But at the same time, it's just like, I don't think that was the intent.
No. Yeah. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think it's supposed to be more witty, that like he doesn't realize that it's not a skunk because they both are the same color. But whatever, we could go on about that all day. But speaking of Space Jam 2, you weren't here last week. We haven't got a trailer or nothing yet, but we got some pics and stuff, and the Lola Bunny stuff aside, because we've all talked that one to death. But just what is your opinion? What do you think so far from what we've seen of this? Do you got any hopes for this movie at all, or what?
I don't think part 2's coming this far. Like, no part 2 this far apart has done any justice.
No,
there's not been that many. So my expectations for this isn't really high. Like, it's not really high. I don't expect it to do amazing. Don't get me wrong. And it's LeBron James, so I don't know how much acting that man really has. I mean, I guess Michael Jordan didn't have that much acting either. But,
yeah. Apparently, somebody in the chat when I said that he's done some good skits on SNL. So I haven't seen them, but it's possible.
We will see.
Yeah.
I'm just not expecting it to be a blockbuster hit. I'm expecting it to get a couple of chuckles, and then be like, it was all right.
Well, I think they're going now to like you said, it's been so long. that they're not trying to adhere this movie now to the OG fans and the people that watched it when they were a kid. They're trying to go for the new Zoomers, right?
Yeah.
I think at one point they would have been able to catch the parents and the Zoomers, but with this one, I don't know. I don't think many parents are going to be, because especially the thing that bugged me was they had a picture of Bugs Bunny all CGI'd, and to me it literally looked like the directors saw Detective Pikachu and were like, oh damn, they made those Pokemon look pretty good. Why don't we try to make Bugs Bunny look like that? The after product is not good. But for me, actually, I want to touch back was on the one that made me actually the saddest when it got canceled. It didn't get canceled like stuff gets canceled now because cancel culture wasn't there. But when they took it out of the Bugs Bunny show was the Roadrunner and Coyote, because it was too violent. I used to turn that on every Sunday only to watch that segment. That was the best segment.
It's funny, man. It's not like I'm not thinking of violence when I think about that. I just think it's funny that he can't catch the Roadrunner.
Yeah.
If you get violence from that, come on, bro. That just violence throughout all the cartoons. Bugs Bunny and Daffy, Elmer Fudd and Daffy and Bugs.
Yeah.
Yosemite Sam. Like, come on. And Tom and Jerry. Like, they didn't cancel Tom and Jerry. Come on, bro.
Literally, like, and when I said the GTA joke to another friend, he kind of, shout out to Baldwin in the chat, we kind of came up with this one together. We started, it's like, with the Roadrunner one, it's like, how did that even come around? You had some angry mom or angry dad and go, yeah, better cancel that bastard. My kid just dropped an anvil on top of the cat's head. Right. Like nobody was doing there's Tom in the backyard shooting an acne rocket at my dog again, like. Right. I just don't get it. It's so, and it was so fun, and it was actually just written so well. Like every week it was different. That's when I could go back now as a 30-year-old and right after the smoking room, if you know what I'm saying, and just sit back and laugh, right? Because it was good shit. Yeah, and for me, like you said before, when it comes to the touchy subject of it, I get it. If that's when you want to get rid of it. It's kind of like I said, I worry about the day where us guys that we grew up with that every Sunday watching Bugs Bunny and Tweety Show, the Roadrunner, all that, and we're going to look back and there's going to be 2 characters left, you know what I mean? Or if there's, rewrite them all.
That's it. I just think those parents are like, those parents that complain are the same parents that let their children play Fortnite. Like, what? Like, yeah. Come on, bro.
True.
Wow.
Soul's telling it like it is. Oh, excuse me. The next order of business, and this one we can just run through quick. Damn it, sorry, I forgot to shut my phone up. And I just read this one yesterday. I'm more just kind of thinking, like, what do you think about it, and how the hell are they even going to really be able to go through with it and get it done? Is Netflix announced yesterday they're going to start cracking down on password sharers. They're going to start cracking down on people that are sharing their accounts, and everybody's going to have your own account now. You know what I'm saying? So,
how, Sway?
Yeah,
you're gonna lose so many people that way.
Well, I think they're scared because literally 2 days before that, I seen Disney tweet out, "Oh, Disney Plus has just hit 100+ million subscriptions." And so maybe they're shaking in their boots a little bit. I don't know, but
it's not that serious, bro. Like, let's be honest. I'm sure that the Disney execs themselves share their password. So that means in this thought process, that means your entire family, with that same statement, needs to have their own Disney Plus account, because you can't share your password with your family, right?
Well, Disney, I think, states it right on their thing that they allow you. You can, I think, you can share your Disney up to 5.
I meant Netflix. That's what I was talking about. Yeah, the Netflix execs. I bet you they does not share their stuff, man. Especially with your family. Come on, bro. They also need to get off their high horse.
Yeah, for sure. And if they're gonna start doing that, then they need to definitely pick up their game. Like, don't get me wrong, some of the shows to come to Netflix have been great. My favorite show of 2020, Queen's Gambit. I thought it was the best show of 2020 easily. Or 2019. I'm not sure exactly when that came out, because 2020, 2019, it's all a blur right now. It's COVID and this damn crap. But, I don't know. It's just, it seems really weird, and I don't know how they're really going to be able to enforce that without losing people, especially not only with just Disney, but all these other, every freaking TV station now. Like CBS just launched, they took The Office off of Netflix. They got their own thing now. So I don't know. I just saw that yesterday, and I thought I'll write that down. We'll check it out quick, because I don't like how would they even go about that? Like, I guess maybe they could scan your account and see how many different IPs it's on, or how's that work?
Yes, I guess. But I mean, you can have so many devices in your account. So what's to say that you're not somewhere else now? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, and even with Netflix, I'm pretty sure how it works is like they allow you to share like 2 or 3, and if somebody tries to, so like I've had it before where yeah we had it and we were splitting it between like 4 people, but if 3 people were watching it and that 4th guy tried to get on, he wasn't able to get on, right? Yeah, so I don't know. Are they planning on cutting down the amount of accounts? It's 5 on highest level demo. It says, so what are they planning on cutting that down now, or they're gonna up the charge if you want to share it to 5 accounts instead of whatever a month you're paying 50 a month or some bull crap?
They're already constantly raising the price. Like let's not do that anymore.
Yeah.
You know? Now, luckily for me, it's included in my phone bill. So
oh, nice.
Through T-Mobile for free.
There you go. See, up here in Canada, we just get screwed for everything. Your phone, your internet, and everything costs a bunch. And then, yeah, so there probably is a few, like, phone and internet packages that do include that. I think even, like, somebody I know, they got, like, a year of Prime or something through theirs once, or a Crave, something like that, right? It depends what time of year, right? It's probably, like, a special promo. But yeah, no, the way I always do it, like, in chat, because I don't see it as illegal. They say you can't have this many accounts. We just do it. One guy gets the Netflix, one guy gets the Disney, and and pass it around, right?
And I mean that makes sense.
Yeah. Especially now with like the Disney, they upped it too, but sneakily. No, I didn't. I was saying that to a couple of buddies. I don't even think they knew it. It's like, yeah, it's like for here in Canada, it's like $11 a month now. Yeah. So luckily they did add some stuff. I'll give it to Disney there, because I was hating on it for a minute. I was saying it ain't worth it. It's not worth it. It's worth it to get it for like 1 month a year, binge all their shows, and then. But they did get what they call Star, so they do have a bunch of mature movies and stuff like that on there now, and some old school ones. So it's not bad. Demo says Netflix has gone from $12 to $20 over the last year. Wow, I didn't even realize that.
Netflix is ridiculous with the pricing. I'm so glad that I got the package that I got, because I'm just like, I remember paying for it. I'm like, no, I'm not.
That is crazy. I didn't realize that. Well, you know what's going to happen is it's just going to bring another boom and rise to the torrenters. And as an ex-torrenter myself, let me tell you, if it comes to the point where I got to pay $100 a month again for all these things, hey.
Ooh.
No shot. That's right. I got 3 other laptops sitting over here that they can have as many viruses on them as they can get. Don't bother me. All right, so let's go. Come at me. But yeah, some other quick news that we saw yesterday was now I don't know if you've heard much about this, but Netflix has been working on. Speaking of Netflix again, an animated Resident Evil series, I believe it is. I think it's a series or a movie, but going to feature Leon Kennedy, my favorite Resident Evil character, and they got some of the OG voice actors coming back, or at least pretty sure it's the Leon and Claire that were in the Resident Evil 2 remake. So that's pretty dope.
That'd be lit. I'm okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay with that. See, Netflix has its moments, and then it has its like, I'm gonna just do something off the wall, and then they have these shining moments where they have these good shows that they're about to bring out, and it's like, okay, just for a moment, you're okay.
Yep. Well,
but I still cancel you like when I'm done with this.
The thing that gets me is, like you said, they have those moments like Resident Evil. Okay, Resident Evil live action didn't work out so well. Let's do an animated one. Let's get the good voice actors back. Everybody's happy, but then they do, hey, let's do Cowboy Bebop live action. Let's cast it terrible. Oh,
who asked for that, bro? Leave it alone.
Yes, thank you. I'll be honest. At first, when I first heard about it, I was like, kind of hyped. But I've grown. That was like 2 or 3 years ago. Now I am under the impression that, yeah, most anime should just be left alone. They do not translate into live action. The reason why they're so good is not just because they're anime, but like you can show and profess things in an anime that you'll never really show on a live action properly.
Facts.
So the only one that I ever really liked, apparently most other people don't like still too, I thought was pretty close, was Ghost in the Shell. But other than that, like they did that Death Note. Ugh.
Yeah. It just hasn't been. It hasn't been a good I don't know. They just have remakes or live action hasn't been good.
No.
From Disney
Oh.
to anime to anime. It has none. There has not been one that's been like, dang, that was good.
Yeah.
I need to go watch that again. Nope.
Yeah, no, don't even get me started on Disney, dude. I was Lion King.
Killed it, bro. I didn't watch it. It's Beyonce King. That's what it was.
Yes. And let me tell you, and even the most disappointing part. So that was the one I was really hyped for because I loved Lion King as a kid. The trailer made it look dope. The only good part was James Earl Jones coming back, except for that wasn't even a good part because sure he sounded like Mufasa. If he was 100 years older, he's literally our kingdom. Like he sounded like he was playing Darth Vader as Mufasa. Simba, one day he will be the king. Like it was so bad. And then Donald Glover, I love Donald Glover, but I thought he was really bad. Like it was not good.
I can see it. I mean, it just wasn't. You should have just left it alone again.
Yeah, yeah.
Like he should have left that alone, man.
Yeah. But if Klomp says, I feel like Cowboy Bebop is easier to do live action than most animes, just in like the way they do the show. See, Klomp, but this is, I almost want to agree with your reasoning, but guess what? Netflix already tried to make a live action of the easiest anime to make into a live action, which was Death Note. Death Note doesn't even, they write in a book and you die. There's no like crazy space battles, nothing, and it was trash, garbage.
There's no fighting scenes in Death Note.
Mm-hmm.
You literally just have the freaking the hardest part was what's his name, the demon himself.
Yep,
demon.
Ryuk.
That was probably the hardest thing to get into the movie. But outside of that, it's pretty cut and dry.
Yeah,
it's L versus old boy, and that's it.
Mm-hmm. And it was bad, really bad.
So, yeah. And
this one was more L versus or Light versus his girlfriend, which was man, oof.
See, and that's the problem. That's what I'm afraid for Cowboy Bebop, man. They're just not gonna cast a director good enough for it to be okay.
Yeah,
so we're gonna get this mediocre director who has this asinine vision for Cowboy Bebop, and then here it is again, a great anime that goes to shit for live action.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's gonna be good. I'm afraid.
I am afraid. Now, mind you, if it comes out and it's great and it proves us wrong, awesome. I'd love for it, but I just don't see it. There's a reason why. Like, they wanted to do Attack on Titan live action like 3-4 years ago because during the season 1, it boomed so hard that Japan did 2 of them. But then they saw, like, because when it comes to live action anime movies, Japan actually does have some decent ones. If you can watch the subtitles and deal with it, the Japanese live action Death Notes, they're so good they've done a trilogy, right? But some of them, like they did Full Metal Alchemist, that was really bad. And then Attack on Titan was they just did not nail it at all. So that's where I think the Western world here, we kind of step back and said, okay, which I'm glad because Attack on Titan should not be done in live action. I don't think they're just gonna ruin it. Personally, that's what I think. But hey, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Since we're on the topic of Death Note, I actually had a meme topic for us. I was going to save it till the end, but we're talking about Death Note. So why don't we talk about it right now? Chat, you guys can chime in on this as well. If they may... Oh, Demo's got kind of a point there. And yo, what's up, Anthem's Archive? Welcome. Yeah, if they took more innovation from the fans, well, I'll tell you which one they need to do. There's a fan-made, it's like a 2 or 3 minute intro. You can find it on YouTube. I guarantee everybody here has seen it on Twitter or Facebook or whatever. Came out a couple years ago, and it's an intro to a Star Wars anime. And it looks like 90s kind of, maybe not 90s, like early 2000s, like Hellsing Ultimate animation. And it's Star Wars, X-Wings in space. And you watch it and you go, man, that slaps. Why is that not a show? Instead, we're getting Star Wars The Bad Batch. Come on, Disney. What the hell?
Yeah. Like I've seen this one joint for My Hero Academia live action where it's a kid with this book bag. I don't know if you've seen it, but that was really well put together. Like it had a little mini series and everything. The kid teleported with his book bag.
Yeah.
So it was really cool.
Yeah. Well, even there was Bro, Jay Moore, I could go on about that for hours. Bad Batch might be okay, but what we could have got instead of that would be way better. And that I actually got a whole topic on that here in a minute coming up. But first, let's do the Death Note. Was if you had, oh, and sorry about fan ones. There's a live action Dragon Ball on YouTube that like a fan made, like from like he does it from like Trunks' perspective, like future Trunks, and it's actually done really well for like fan made, right? Like the story wise, if you had the Hollywood budget behind it, it'd be sick. Right. But so because of the Death Note, and I want chat to all chime in on this one. Jay Moore, I would be okay with Bad Batch if we were getting the sequel to Rebels first, like we're supposed to. I want to see Ahsoka and whatever her name is, Ren, in space looking for Ezra. I don't give a shit about the Bad Batch, man. But sorry. Death Note. If you guys had a Death Note, or Soul, if you had a Death Note, would you destroy it? No, like if you had the Death Note and you know what it is, right? Because of the knowledge that we got. Would you destroy it? Would you use it like Light did, with the intent for good? You know, even though Light, he did some crazy shit, but his intention in the beginning was to make a better world. Or would you turn it over to a higher authority?
I would use it. I probably would use it, but I would use it for good purposes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Just to be clear, when I say like Light, I mean like not in the same way, but like his original intention.
Right. Yep. So I wouldn't be trying to create a great this world, but I would like get rid of the folks that just don't. I guess I would be judge and jury, but the mass. I would get rid of the folks that the masses doesn't deem appropriate for the world.
Yeah,
they'd be gone.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would get rid of the pedos. I'd be getting rid of like really the bad guys. Like really the bad guys.
Yeah,
once they get away from the cops that get off scotch free, they're supposed to go down. No, they're going down.
All these the guys in hiding, like the rich guys in hiding, like the smoking room's kicking in. But what was the big guy they just busted? Everyone, but the island, not just like a couple of years. You know what I mean? They died in prison. You know what I'm saying? He's gone now, but how many years was he and other people like that getting away with shit like that? You know what I'm saying, right? All these big time execs and stuff like that. But I wouldn't be surprised if SOA became a live action. What, Sword Art Online? Maybe. But chat, what would you guys do with the Death Note if you had it? Would you destroy it? Would you use it? Like with the intention for good? And if you want, you could say, hey, I'd use it for evil, if that's what you'd honestly do. Just say, I didn't put it in the things, but would you turn it over to a higher authority? Well, for me, I'm probably going to have to agree with Soul. I would, because everybody in their mind, most of us think we would make the more right decision. I know with at least like the authority around here where I live, hell no, I ain't turning that over to any of these cops, all right? We got cowboys in this town. They ain't cops. You know? And you know, I don't know. And then as for destroying it, I mean, realistically, if we all think really logically, that's probably your best bet. Because anytime when you're messing with the world with forces beyond your control, something's bound to happen. But but that would take a person with extreme willpower. That is way more willpower than I got. So yeah, I would say I would most likely try to use it like Light did, but not the same way Light did, but like with the intent to making a better world.
Right.
Yeah, I got to use it for what I think is right, Anthem says. Yeah, true. And to jump back to Jay Moore, I could see them doing that, and I'll be all right with that, but if they do that. But that actually leads me to my next question, and Chad can chime in with this one. I want to see what you think, Soul. Okay. So Disney, a couple weeks back, they announced a whole lineup of Star Wars shows and stuff coming out. And for me, like my chat knows, like I'm a pretty hardcore Star Wars fan. But oh man, I don't know. I think I'm getting it. I was the person before that would have rooted for this. Give me 10 Star Wars shows. You can't have Star Wars fatigue if you're a real fan. But right. The Star Wars that Disney is making now, I'm getting fatigued from that. How do you feel? Do you think it's too much? And do you think for me, it's not only is it too much coming out, I think a lot of them are unnecessary and stupid. There's so many really cool stories already written within Star Wars in the old Star Wars legacy and stuff like that. So many cool timelines that they could do. Like I'm going to straight up say it. If anybody disagrees, hey, that's your choice, but I'm going to tell you you're wrong. Nobody asked for a fucking what's his name, Cassian Andor movie. And if you don't know who Cassian Andor is, chat, he's the French ripoff of Han Solo from Rogue One. The worst Star Wars character ever written, in my opinion. I hated him. And for him to get a whole movie, or actually not even a movie, I think it's a whole show. Who wants that? Whose money's paying for this garbage? Soul, what do you think?
I think it's I mean, don't get me wrong. I like Star Wars too. You know, I'm not as deep and into it as most, but I do like it. I watched the movies or whatever have you. But I think, I think, you know, no, well, with the Mandalorian, I'm just looking at J-Mo. But I believe the Mandalorian was good. You know what I'm saying?
Mandalorian was good.
I think that was a good thing because that got a lot of people interested in the Star Wars series. For those that are a Star Wars head, they loved it. I think that everybody talked about it. It raved, you know what I'm saying? But I think oversaturating the Star Wars universe, it's just you're gonna get fatigued if you just keep throwing Star Wars at us. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's just like Marvel. Marvel right now, they're doing a good job at Marvel, not oversaturating Marvel. Like you know, they have WandaVision.
Yeah,
That's it right now. That's really it with Marvel. Just WandaVision. And then they have, of course, the next thing coming out. So it's not like they're just rapid fire. So
it's for me though, like it's not even necessarily fatigue. It's more like Marvel is mad oversaturated. So for me, Marvel, it's a bit different because Marvel is all, even though Star Wars all ties into one, a lot of them don't. There's side stories way out in the galaxy. All of the Marvel so far is tied into one, and that's what's made it great. That being said, I think anything that comes out now after is pretty much almost oversaturation. Mind you, I am excited for the Bucky. Like the first 3 shows we got coming out, I do think are going to be good. Like I'm really excited for Loki and Bucky and all that. But after Endgame, after Tony and them are gone, I really don't care about much of it anymore, chat. Like, I want to see the next Thor for sure, but the fact they brought Nicole Kidman, or not, what's her name? The Natalie Portman back to be Lady Thor, no shot. Make it the Valkyrie from Ragnarok, dude. She was way more kick-ass. Natalie Portman sucked. Sorry, I'm not into it. But I do want to see that one. I want to see the next Guardians and the next Doctor Strange. But other than that, I don't care. Who's the leader of the Avengers now? Miss Marvel? Brie Larson? Omega lol? No shot. I'm over that. Sorry, that's just me. I'm not into it. I am not into it. No, I like Lady Thor, but I do not want Natalie Portman as Lady Thor. She was terrible in the first 2 Thor movies. She's not a terrible actress. I'm not saying that. In the first 2 Thor movies, she was terrible, and she was boring. Valkyrie was way better. They could have switched it. They've changed things in the Marvel Universe before already. Hela's not Thor's sister in the comics. Thor's sister in the comics is Angel from Spawn, actually. She's originally from Spawn, Neil Gaiman's character. They could have switched that, no problem. Nah, I'm not into it. That's me. I thought she was terrible. I do not want to see her back, but that's me. Again, I thought they did a really good run with the run they did. Endgame, they ended it off good. The rest of it, like, I'll pick it up here and there, but I really, for the most part, I'll never be into it as much as I was for Endgame. They'll never get that hype back from me. And then when it comes to Star Wars, when I say oversaturation, it's like the Cassian Andor thing. A lot of these nobody cares about. The Obi-Wan movie, okay, that's cool. People want to see that. We want to see that. A Boba Fett movie, something like that, but nobody cares about Cassian Andor. Nobody cares about, they did Star Wars Resistance. That was terrible. Trash animation. I just think they need to, Demo said it earlier, I love Star Wars, but I'll take quality over quantity any day. And that's, preach. Because Mandalorian, they put that out. That's the quality, right? So I'll take the quality over quantity any day. MCU is another universe, another story. No, I'm not saying they're going to be bad. I'm just saying they'll never get that hype from me really again, unless when they get to Secret Wars, if they talk Tony and Cap and everybody coming back for that series, right? And then they got X-Men and shit in there. Hey, that'll be hype. I'll be there for that ride. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know. I'm just kind of over it now. You know what I mean? We saw the story. It's over. The best characters are gone, pretty much. So, because I don't see Chris Hemsworth sticking around as Thor for much longer after this one, and I ain't sticking around for Natalie Portman as the new Thor. That's just me.
Yeah, they got it. I think the Marvel universe, they did a good job as far as switching it to TV shows opposed to keeping it the movie based until they get to the next line of Avengers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I agree with that.
Taking that break is legit, and I think that's where I think that's where Star Wars is going, since they've been kicking movie after movie after movie, and now slowing it down, trying to slow it down, but not really, because they're just dropping all these shows coming out, just this whole lineup. But I just think they're just trying to keep it relevant, and I understand that, but I don't know. The Star Wars universe is just as deep as the Marvel universe.
Yeah.
And they're just going to keep trying to pump as much money out of each of them as they can.
I guess for me, it's just kind of like what Demo said. I miss the quality over quantity, because even and I used to not want to be that guy saying, "Oh, Disney's ruining Star Wars," but man, I was so excited for them to return and do a final season of the animated Clone Wars. That might have been my biggest disappointment when Disney really finally failed me, because the Clone Wars cartoon is one of the best Star Wars properties, like best shows out there. And that final season does not hit the way that it could have and should have, in my opinion, personally. But, it is what it is. But, hey, it's kind of ironic that we're talking about all these things, these do's and don't likes, because the name of this episode, chat, is there really such thing as a bad movie or game? Because last week, you guys asked us, what is your favorite bad movie, right? And that's why I said, when you really think about it, there is no bad movie, because a lot of movies that we might think are bad, there's somebody out there that loves it. And
it's subjective. Everything is subjective.
Yeah. But we can go by kind of culturally bad or rated bad, whatever. Hey, even Justice League, there's somebody out there that likes it, J-Mo, But hey, I want to know, are you excited for the Schneider cut? Because now we get to see, was the movie always bad, or did Joss Whedon make it bad?
No, bro, that 4 hours long, no shot.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna watch it. I'm kind of excited because I think it's gonna be better. I think what ruined it was already going for this dark vibe, and then you get Joss Whedon in the studio going, no, you need to make it more light like the Avengers, and now it just doesn't know what it is,
Demo, this is my favorite bad podcast.
There you go. Actually, wait. No. Speaking of Demo, before we really get to this, you can start thinking of that. I want to bring up, I finally started Final Fantasy 7 Remake last night. I'm loving it. It's great. But also, 2 podcasts ago, all you sons of bitches in the chat said, and that's speaking from a Batman video. Okay. You guys said that I was Wedge. Okay? I got a bone to pick with the chat. And not only that, Soul, you know what these guys did to me last night? They started calling me Dirty Wedge Live. And they went so far that one of my mods made an account named Dirty Wedge Live and was typing in the chat.
Oh, no.
I am not Wedge.
I totally forgot they said that.
No, shot. I'm not Wedge, okay? I'm Cloud. Or I'm Jessie the Coomer girl. That's it. Which brings me to actually a quick question I had, because I know you and Jay Moore's in the chat and Demo's in the chat, and you guys are all Final Fantasy fans.
Yeah.
Oh, I see everybody in Final Fantasy Kumin over Tifa, but nobody Kumin for Jessie. Why not? She's the ultimate Coomer girl.
So in the original Final Fantasy, Jessie was not a big part of the game like she is for the remake. So you know who Jessie is, but she was like, you see her and then she's gone. You see her and then she's gone. She's not like prevalent in the game. So the only main character that you really get to, fan over is Tifa, because back then she was the most built for success.
Yeah. Okay.
In that retrospect. So. Aerith was not, and Jessie was a polygon. You never get to see her in her actual fan art form until remake Final Fantasy 7.
See, but J Moore says, no, Jessie too horny, bro. We need that fight. No, that's why I like Jessie. She's cooming right from the start in that remake. She's just like, oh, look at him. He's good to look at. And then when she's jumping through the laser, she's like, nothing like that to get your blood pumping. I was just saying to chat, this girl is a coomer for sure. I could see that Tifa's more the wifey. Jessie's the girlfriend. Moving on. I just had to bring that one up. But let's talk. We're going to go first. What is your favorite bad movie, or what would be considered a bad movie? I can't remember the ones I said last week. This is a question I could ask every week and give a different answer. I'm going to start by saying one that I really liked. A lot of people didn't. Warcraft.
Okay. I like Kung Pao. Kung Pao is my A lot of people did not like Kung Pao.
Which one's Kung Pao again? I think. Wait.
With the.
It's kind of like Ong Bak, but wacky, right? It's like wacky and weird. Dude, Kung Pao is sick.
Kung Pao was great. I love Kung Pao. What's one movie that I liked?
Oh, Sleeper.
I got to think about this. Kung Pao. Yeah, Tears. That one. What was the other one? There was two like that. It was Kung Pao. And then the one with the grandma in it, the grandma and the grandpa, and they were kung fu masters.
Oh,
I can't remember that one. And it was a comedy joint.
I don't remember that. There's one. Kung Fu Hustle, yes. Kung Fu Hustle, yes.
And Kung Pao. Both of those. A lot of people don't like those things. They are hilarious. I like
Kung Fu Hustle. That's what I was thinking of when you said Kung Pao. I think I might have seen Kung Pao as well, but Kung Fu Hustle was great. That's a OG. It's almost like that is the live action Dragon Ball movie.
That was lit. Let's see.
Chat, you guys tell yours too. What's your favorite bad movie? I said Warcraft. Soul saying Kung Pao, Kung Fu Hustle. I'll say another one from me would be, oh shit, maybe I'm not ready. Godzilla 2000.
I like Godzilla 2000 too.
With Matthew Broderick.
Yeah, I liked it. The soundtrack was good too.
Jay Moore says, enjoy Batman and Robin. That's a good one. Oh, Klomp says, I like the Doom movie with The Rock and Resident Evil 2. Resident Evil 2 is not as bad. Resident Evil 1 and 2, I mean, I'll be honest with you, chat. I like almost all the Resident Evil movies except for the last one. The last one I thought was really bad.
I'll tell you a movie I like. Speaking of The Rock, what was the one when he was a Scorpion King? It was badly CGI'd in that joint.
Oh, there's two. So they had just the Scorpion King movie, but the one where he's badly CGI'd is The Mummy Returns, the second Mummy. I love that fucking movie. That one was great because the Anubis Warriors too were in there.
He was badly CGI though, but that was a good movie.
Sleeper says coldest movie line ever. Freeze in hell, Batman.
Facts.
Schwarzenegger had all the puns in that movie. All the puns. It was great.
Ready to go watch me some Kung Pao.
There you go. Right. That's why I like these topics like this too. It helps bring it up, right? And you could kind of just keep going on with it for a bit. Another one, or even like a bad TV show, was I always liked. This one would be debatable. I'd say Inuyasha because it's the one that's like it's kind of good, but it's also kind of bad.
I like Big Bad Beetleborgs. That was my back in the day.
Oh yeah, Big Bad Beetleborgs was good. Big Bad Beetleborgs.
Terrible looking, but it was good. I liked it.
That's the thing though. All those shows back then were so bad looking, but they were so funny. And like, if you try to rewatch it now, like Addams Family, I watched every day, but I don't think I could touch that now.
Nah, no shot. I'm not watching none of those shows.
No. All right. Let's see here. So the next one I was going to talk about, we can keep going on with some of those, but I was going to say I wanted to see some of the ones chat had, but I wanted to mix in there and go. What is your favorite bad game? Addams Family was great at the time. I just don't know if it would hold up. No, the movie holds up. Yes, I'm not talking about the movie. I'm talking about the show that was on basically daily on YTV. Most of the show was like about Uncle It and Uncle Fester trying to get girlfriends. It was a horny Coomer show, to be honest, I think.
Let's see. Favorite bad game.
Everybody's got some games that were bad. Or a lot of people don't like, or it's the game that you're playing and all your friends go, why are you playing that game? I'll start it off easy easy. My favorite bad game, because it's not a bad game, Chad. It's actually the best game. Star Wars Battlefront 2. I'm not talking about the OG one. I'm talking about the one. I was playing it this morning. Heroes versus Villains. Let's go, baby.
Dynasty Warriors, JMO. I agree with that. Dynasty Warriors is really good. I played the hell out of Dynasty Warriors.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Back in the day though, I wouldn't consider that a bad game. Now because they got a lot more to compete against, they might not be as good. But at the time, there was nothing really like that, right? Shoot yourself.
Oh, I like the Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Yeah, Roller Coaster Tycoon.
I like that joint.
That was pretty popular though, I think too, back in the day. I don't know. But I guess it depended. For me, I was never crazy about the building ones. I did like just the Sims, like just Sims and Sims Vacation all the time.
Man, I remember one. Speaking of the Sims, I remember when they had Sims Online, and I would play the hell out of the Sims Online.
Oh, really? I never played that.
Sims Online was like, it was just like The Sims, but you were playing with a bunch of people. So I guess it would be the modern day. It was like VR chat, but not VR. So you were just The Sims, and you would be kicking game to all these e-girls and building stuff and doing stuff online.
Oh, nice. I never seen that. Seen that. That's like Habu Hotel or something. We all played that back in the day.
Me and my boy East. If you ever go into my chat, East Killer, yeah.
Okay. That's cool. Yeah, I don't think I even seen that. I must have missed that. Dang. Okay. Another one for me was what's he say? Who? Another one for me is well, it's hard to say because you always, when I'm thinking of it too, like in your head, you don't think it's a bad game, right? Like you always think it's a good game. That's the funny part. I used to play Crisis a lot. Crisis 2.
The game that wrecked a lot of PCs.
Yeah.
That game was no joke. You know what? I'm going to say it only because I liked it for the time being, and everybody didn't like it. What's that damn game?
Minecraft Dungeons. There's another one.
Oh, yeah. What's that damn game that just flopped? They're not doing it anymore.
Anthem.
Anthem. I loved Anthem when it first came out.
Nice. There we go.
I was on it. Everybody was like, "Why are you? That game's trash." I was enjoying it.
Exodus Live. It's in the chat too. Tell us your favorite bad game, or like a game that you like that is universally considered bad. Like a good Soul just gave a great example, Anthem, and I said Star Wars Battlefront 2. So a game that a lot of people would say is bad, but you still liked it and had a lot of fun with it. You know.
The Marvel Avengers for PlayStation right now.
Oh, there you go.
That is, no one plays it anymore. But
the Deadpool game was one for me. Like people liked it kind of just because it was Deadpool, but if you played it, it was very just like kind of like the Marvels one, right? Rinse and repeat, same thing, right? So it had good kooky humor, but by no means was it a great game. It was just a game that you played if you just really wanted to mess some stuff up as Deadpool, basically.
Right.
Exodus says Risen 1 has overwhelmingly negative reviews on Steam. Is my top 7 games ever played. Risen 1. I'm trying to think of which one that is.
That's the one that you were a Spartan, right? You had the shield.
Oh, I think.
Is that the one that that I'm thinking about? Exodus.
I think it might be. No. Oh, okay. Or is it kind of like Dark Souls-y almost?
I gotta look at this.
Yeah, I'm curious. Oh, he says that's Rise with a Y.
Rise, okay.
It's Dark Souls sort of. I remember seeing them. There was one that they gave away for free on the PlayStation. One of my other favorite bad games, and chat's gonna yell at me when I say this, especially Sleeper Hit. Friday the 13th.
It was bad.
Yeah.
It didn't last.
But you had a lot of fun with it at the time, right?
You did. At the moment you did, but it just didn't hold its weight.
Well, now it's terrible because I have a buddy that he still loves it and he'll try to play, but you can't play now. He says he go in and he's really good at being Jason. So, but if you go in and you're Jason and you like kill like 1 or 2 people, everyone else just quits.
Yep, Dead by Daylight. There's no game that's gonna be like that. Tried to go against Dead Daylight, and you're not gonna do it.
No.
Not gonna do it.
Another one kind of like that I really liked was Evolve, but it never popped off.
Was good, but God, it just crashed.
Yeah.
It just could not. It just, I don't know. That was a good concept.
Yeah.
Predator was the closest thing. Yeah, Predator was pretty good, but again, going against Dead by Daylight, that when I think about games like that, you know, I always thought that PUBG was going to be king of the hill, and then other games come and took it. Nothing like Dead by Daylight. Nothing like Dead by Daylight is going to take over Dead by Daylight.
I don't think so either. The one that does look like it could be fun, I always forget the damn name because some of these game companies, they make the game look good, but they don't realize if the name is bad, it's not really going to sell very well either. It's I can't even think of the name, but it's basically like Evolve, but your soldiers fighting dinosaurs. You know what I'm talking about? Second Extinction or something like that. It was on one of the State of Plays that we watched.
Yeah, I remember that. It didn't go anywhere, but I remember it.
Yeah, that looks good. I think for sure. Ark, Sleeper Hit says, I never played Ark. I always did want to play it. I can't believe they're doing Ark 2 already. What do you guys think of that? With Vin Diesel.
No shot. Just leave it alone.
Yeah.
Oh, you asked for it.
Well, and it seems like a lot of those games, like look at Rust. They're not going to do a Rust 2 anytime soon. They'll just keep improving Rust, right? Like why do a second one when you just improve the one you got? Like they added ray tracing and stuff into there and everything, right? So was it Evolve that you were talking about? We were talking about Resolve. Evil. I keep wanting to call it Resolve. What the hell's wrong with me? Oh, also Resident Evil 3 Remake didn't get great reviews, but I think it's a fantastic game. Yeah, but I don't know
if it was long enough.
Well, I'm just saying, I don't know if you really consider it a bad game, though, still, right? Because it's just a remake of a classic. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe you could. I always liked the Just Cause games. Like, some of them were, like, good ones, but then they started falling off. But Demoed earlier said every COD game. I would say that as well.
Every COD game. They always are this... Except this last one.
Some of them are really good.
They've been getting better at the single player joint.
Well, I think some of the older single players too are really good. I think that they when they first kicked off, they were really good, and then they went through a period where they were really lazy and bad, and then now they've started
on multiplayer.
Yeah, exactly, right. And then now they're starting to get back to a point where they're half decent, right? Like because Modern Warfare was a really good campaign as well, like the reboot Modern Warfare, or whatever.
Yep.
So I like that a lot. But Exo says, I think I have more games I don't like that other people think are amazing. Yeah, that's true. You're picky. But yeah, no, my favorite bad game is definitely Star Wars Battlefront 2. I love that shit. I still play that shit this day. And No Man's Sky, but that one doesn't even count anymore because I wouldn't say it's a bad game anymore. It's just a good game.
Street Fighter 2010.
Why was that one really bad? Oh, is that the one where they make them look all like... I know there's one where they like change all their outfits and make them look weird and make them look like Power Rangers almost or some shit. A lot of people were not too happy about it.
That's an old school game.
That's an old school one. Okay. Okay, so now another one could be, what is your favorite bad YouTube channel to watch?
Think about that one too. I don't watch too much YouTube. Hold on, let me go on. Now I gotta go on YouTube because I gotta watch.
Dirty Wolf
Productions.
I know that's kind of a hard one for me too, to be honest. Probably for me, it would be. I don't watch it much anymore, but once in a while I get. Well, it depends who you're asking, because I watch a lot of philosophy ones, so I'm sure people in the chat wouldn't like those too much. But the other one would be Emergency Awesome. And it's just a channel, one of those channels where every time there's a new episode of WandaVision or like a show like that where they explain like every episode, or, oh, there was a picture leak from the set of Thor, so I think that this character and this one of those channels, right? That's right. I don't so much anymore, but I used to, especially with like MCU and Star Wars stuff, get really into those kind of channels. So Dirty Wedge Productions. No, favorite bad YouTube channel, Clump.
Yeah, favorite bad.
But if you want,
favorite YouTube channel, of course, is the Unskripted, Soul Unskripted.
Oh yeah,
but
the
I
best
like
podcast
RDC Gaming
around.
too.
Who?
The RDC Gaming,
Oh,
they do a lot of the anime house, they comedy. They're funny as hell. RDC Gaming, so I probably watch them a lot.
Mine would have to be, I don't know, it's kind of hard for me to pick one. I want to try to pick a YouTuber who's not actually a streamer.
That's hard.
And that's not Mr. Beast.
Everybody streams these days. So
yeah, well, even a lot of YouTubers have come over to be streamers too, right? So,
yep.
Oh man, that is really freaking tough. I don't even know, chat. I don't even know if I could pick one right now. I'd have to think about it even more because I don't know to just pick one. I was gonna cheat and say Penguin Zero, but I can't do it.
Guy moments.
Those are Actually, you know what? All right, I'll pick one. Death Battle. There we go.
Death Battle. Okay, there you go.
Death Battle or Daily Dose. I mean, we use enough of his content here on my stream. We might as well.
Right.
Oh yeah, but just dumb lists. Klaus says I listen to What Culture ones before work a lot for some reason. Normally you won't watch something bad. Well, you never know with YouTube, right? Because it might just recommend you something, and sometimes you're watching it and you're like, this is dumb, but you still just don't turn it off.
And then you go down the rabbit hole.
Yep. The YouTube hole. That's what we call that for sure. But yeah, honestly, kind of that's all the topics I got for tonight. Unless I want to now pass over chat. It's time for you guys to ask away any questions, and while they're asking away, Soul, if you got any news or anything from the week or any topics you want to bring up, shoot away. But chat, what kind of questions do you got for us this week? Last week you had some good ones, so come on, bring them up again.
Did they drop any in the Discord?
The Discord, right before the show, I didn't see any. I'll check right now. I gotta check it on my phone. They've been my Discord's been kind of sleeper, probably because I at everyone so much. Everyone probably just turned notifications off.
I just had my first cup.
Cheers.
I gotta re-up after this, and when I go into my stream after this, so
shit show Saturday after this, chat. Although I think it's just gonna be a mellow one. I don't know. I was gonna maybe do like just baiting afterwards. We were gonna debate what's better, Jack and Daxter or Ratchet and Clank. But like, let's be real. Is that even like Ratchet and Clank just win, kind of, right?
100%. Most anticipated video game coming out this year. It's hard.
Oh.
Because there's so many that I like that's coming out. Especially with them announcing the new Final Fantasy content coming out, and I wasn't even expecting that. Of course, I got Monster Hunter coming out in about a couple in 13 days. It's just so many games, and I'm still waiting on the can't remember the name of the game now. The dinosaur game.
Extinction?
Yeah.
Hope.
No. For PlayStation. What is it? Chat. What is it?
Horizon Zero Dawn 2?
Yes. Waiting for that.
Yeah, we haven't.
I'm waiting.
We haven't
seen anything.
Seen a freaking nothing on that. Or Far Cry 6.
Right, nothing. Far Cry 6 got pushed back. That was supposed to come out this month, I thought, or next month. It got pushed back.
Yeah. Oh, I read July or August. Okay.
So I'm just sad. Like, there's so many good games coming out.
Do you think that we are gonna actually see God of War Ragnarok this year, or do you think that'll be early next year?
Probably early next year. I mean, it would be they haven't said anything about it though, so I mean, there could be a possibility that they're going to slide it on the table right in September, like that holiday season, which would be ideal for them. Or they could just wait to E3 because E3 still is right around the corner. So
are they doing E3 this year?
It's going to be virtual again.
Oh, okay.
So, they're just probably going to wait till then, push out more content, and let us know a release date then. So, but yeah, Far Cry got pushed back.
Far Cry I'm excited for because the last one, and chat's going to chirp me because I didn't actually play it, but I couldn't bring myself to it. Just like 4 even was kind of meh. 3 was great. I'm OG. I played 2. 1 is like, it's really old school. I played it a bit, but I never, I got hard into it. And 2, hardcore for 3. I played a lot of 4. And then 5 just, I don't know, man. Like, it just didn't land for me. So this one, like, from what we saw, I was like, okay, they're going to go back to, like, you know, this is going to be badass. So, I don't know. I'm hoping that one, I got high hopes for that one. I want to see it, but I'm down to wait a bit for it because we got so much coming this year for sure, too. Diablo 2 is right up at the tippy top for me, of course. Like, that's going to be epic. Yeah, Sleeper, a lot of people came in on 3. A lot of people never played 2. 2, I'll admit, it has some repetitiveness to it, but it was different. It was way harder. It was super hard. Like, you could only carry like 2 guns and a pistol and stuff. Maybe you still can only do that, but I don't know. The way it was set up, everything in it was different. You were in Africa and you had malaria and you had to keep getting medicine on time or you died, and it was crazy game. It was good. They didn't have the hunting in it though. Oh, sorry, what's that?
God Demo said God of War will be a Christmas to 2020 with the PlayStation 5 Pro.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I can see that.
I could see them doing it around the same time, like as they did the last one. So like next year in like April as well. But we'll see. We'll see.
They could.
Working on 5, further along in New Dawn. Still tempted to pick up, honestly. What are you tempted to pick up? 2 or what one's that?
See what else is coming out this year.
Oh yeah, it's worth a shot. It's quite a bit different from those older ones, though. I'll give you that. Super, like quite a bit different, but it's still enjoyable. It's very back and forth. Like you don't. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but it's good. I liked it.
Forgot about Outriders.
Outriders, yeah, Outriders is fun. Have you been playing more Outriders? Let's talk about that for a minute.
Outriders comes out April 1st. I'm excited. We're gonna get it in. We got a crew already ready to play it.
Yeah. Outriders is gonna be good for sure. I had a lot of fun with that. That a first day by Sleeper says, yeah. Well, I'm hoping. We'll see. I gotta get the rent first, of course. That's why I hate when they come out right on the first. I'm like, oh, it's rent day, but. Demo just posted a bunch. The Hood. What do you think about the Hood Outlaws? Yeah, because my chat's not crazy on it. I think it looks really cool, but what's the Amazing American Circus?
Yeah, look at this.
Hood Outlaws and Legends.
Oh,
so it's like a 4-player, kind of like that new meta that some of the games are going for, the 4-player, like kind of like Destiny crew. Well, kind of like Outriders, right? But you're Robin Hood in the gang, basically, right? So it's almost like For Honor. Yeah.
It kind of reminds me. Let me see. Make sure Is it first person or is it like over the head, like third?
I think it's over the head, third person, kind of like similar to like God of War view, I believe. Maybe some characters are first person, but
okay, that's gonna be lit. I'm all for those co-op 4-player joints like that. It's just something about when you're streaming and you got a crew with you. It's more immersive when you got a whole crew with you. And
yeah, and you can.
I like those type of games
for sure. I like that as well. Oh, there you go, Clomp. Start looking for it now, brother, because they're hard to get still, I think.
In April? Yeah, they're still hard to get. There's a Twitch chat that you can pretty much follow, and it'll alert you when they drop.
Oh, okay.
So that's how I got my my graphics card.
Oh, okay.
People out there just are farming the systems and farming the graphics cards.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, so I will be playing Mass Effect. So
nice.
I will be getting the Legend because I've never played it, so I have to get that. I have to get it.
Are you gonna do Resident Evil? My chat wants me to do Resident Evil, but I'm like, I don't think so. I still never played the last one.
Chat is trying to get me to play it too. They want me to play it because I haven't played Resident Evil 2. They want me to play that, and I'm like,
2's not as bad. I started it and I was really getting into it again because I played it back in the day. The remake's quite a bit. Like it's quite a bit. Like they added quite a bit to it. And I was doing good. It didn't bother me because it's more action. And then all it took, because I'm a huge pussy when it comes to that stuff. All it took was that Mr. X dude popping out of the door once, one good jump scare, and it gave me anxiety. And then the next time I went to play it, I had anxiety when I was playing it, and I stopped playing. I haven't picked it up.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. I live here by myself in this house. That's really big, so it's like, no, I'm good.
Yeah, it's just I don't like the feeling. But now especially in VR, I know like the last one is
Oh
supposed to be
yeah,
just crazy in VR. So I'm
yeah,
sure this
I don't
new
know
one will be too.
I don't know how you would do it in VR. Like you're a monster if you do it in VR.
I really liked 6. I know people chirp on 6, but 6 you could play co-op every campaign, right? And I like that. And it's 3 different campaigns, and they're kind of vastly different. Like some of them are more action than spooky by far, right? So
Right.
I really liked it for that. I thought it was very neat. RE7 in VR was an amazing video game experience, Clump says. I bet. It's terrifying experience as well. But that's the thing that VR has going for it probably the most, I would say, is horror games. But yeah. Oh, actually, I got one last one too. We were supposed to talk about this in the news. Chat. So on Monday, I believe it was, or Sunday, was International Women's Day, and Wendy's has been doing really good with their like Twitter game, their social media, doing the memes and stuff, and Burger King thought maybe we could keep up, and they really went and did it. They really went and tweeted
man.
and put in the newspaper, "Women belong in the kitchen."
They I think they failed with that. Like their marketing,
big time.
Their marketing crew, whoever that may be, just needs to sit down and reevaluate some things. That is the absolute worst thing you can say. Now, granted, if you and this is BK UK, by the way, this is Burger King UK that said that. Now, granted, there's a million ways you could have celebrated and trolled and just been funny, and it actually been funny, you know what I'm saying? But to say that, and granted, it was for a good cause, because initially, so what they were saying is they were giving a scholarship to women who wanted to be cooks. That was the overarching thing for them to do.
Oh,
but to just start off with women belong in the kitchen, and then that's it, and then you post after it, but the first thing everybody sees is women belong in the kitchen. You fail.
Wow.
You should be fired.
Yeah, that was even I went like I saw it. I saw it before even like the cancel hashtag started. Right. I was just randomly scrolling on Twitter and it just popped up, and I had to like double take it and then triple take it, and I was like, this isn't their actual account, is it? And then and then when I briefly talked about it earlier on the stream, and Demo sent me in the Discord the actual newspaper printout that they had of it in big red letters.
Right.
Oh man, just savage. I just thought, what the, like, how does a company that spends, these people spend, chat, probably more money on their marketing than me and Soul will make this year.
Right. Exactly.
How does a fuck up like that happen?
It's just, that was bad. That's just
Demo says barefoot and pregnant is the next set. Oh my god.
I'm telling you, man, there was just no way. There was no way to recoup that. Like, so many people saw it.
Yeah.
It was just bad. It's just bad.
Especially at a time like this with everything going on now. Oh man.
Right. Like, it was a good day. I saw a lot of positivity, and then you see Burger King.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that Wendy's didn't capitalize on that.
I am too, actually. Yeah, you're right, because they usually have a good pun to throw in there. But that's how, in this day and age, though, how intense I guess it is, though, even that they looked at that and went, "No shot, we're not touching that. I'm not even touching that."
I want to see what they said that day, if they even said anything.
Yeah, I'd be curious.
Their
Demo says Wendy's wanted nothing to do with it.
It didn't. Like, nobody wanted that smoke. They just left it alone.
Yeah.
They should have just. They definitely didn't say anything.
It would have been funny if they just responded and went, "And Burger King belongs in the trash."
Right. Like, just.
Because they wouldn't be wrong. Hey, I used to be a big advocate for Whopper Wednesdays, those $5 Whoppers, but no shot, not anymore. It's so bad, chat. Their fries, okay. Are okay. But, like, if you get a Burger King poutine and they got cheap matzo sticks, okay, and nuggets, but the rest of it is dog food.
It's weird to say KFC gaming is a thing. I mean, to be honest, like, it's, to put gaming behind a lot of companies that have an actual gaming department is it's absolutely Cash App Gaming, Monster Gaming.
Yeah. G Fuel. Well, actually, that brings up. I forgot to write it down. I wanted to talk about that quick. We can make that the last one, and unless chat's got another, if they want to, while you guys think, I'll reminisce on this quick. Is that you're going with that? It's the same with Chipotle. I've noticed being pushed big time. They sponsored 100 Thieves, which they're pushing content huge right now, massive, and the push and promotions that they've been doing. They gave away each of the streamers. Nicolo was doing it. Courage. I don't know if Nadeshot was streaming, but they were all.
Nadeshot got one. So there's the only reason I know this because I won one from Nadeshot and I won one from Tit the Tat Man.
Oh, you won. So see, there you go, chat. So you won the quesadilla, right?
I won 2 free quesadillas. One from Tim the Tat Man, one from Nadeshot.
Yeah, they literally gave away like 3,000 quesadillas today. And it's a new like menu item that they just made at Chipotle.
It's amazing too, bro.
Whoa, man, amazing. Look at that. They need to sponsor Soul over here. He's got the hashtag ad going.
I will hashtag ad that all day.
But I wanted to bring that up, that like 100 Thieves, man, like they continue to impress me. Now, I know Train's been teasing his org announcement for months now, and he says it's between 2, and I'm wondering if that's one of them, because this week they just announced that they signed Austin. That's right, Austin Show, another straight personality streamer, doesn't game at all, game show host. Signed to an esports organization. Love to see it.
It's the evolution of esports, because it's not even about esports anymore. I mean, that's an avenue, but to sign these to get these people that are doing big numbers on Twitch is the name of the game these days. And that's how you keep your brand relevant. So 100 Thieves, like Nadeshot is really, really smart. And I give him that, you know what I'm saying? Because he picked up Ray, Valkyrie. He's got Courage under his belt. He has now Austin Show, and then of course he still has his esports side of the business. So
now have they announced? Because I'm pretty sure, if I'm not wrong, that Courage and Valkyrie's contracts were up this year. Did they announce if they were re-signed or not? Because she has blown up, like, you know, it's safe to say, like, Pokemon was the biggest female on the internet forever, and over this last year, her numbers are just insane.
It's insane. It's insane.
Yeah. She was pulling maybe 4 to 6K on Twitch chat, just to give you guys a relevancy, and on YouTube, in the height of Among Us, she was at 3 to 400K sometimes.
Yeah.
Insane.
I don't know. I think I don't know if she re-signed with them. I know that last I saw her, she was still with them, but I don't know yet.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just amazing to see, because even when they signed Nicole, she still kind of plays some games and tries to play in tournaments. Where I'm gonna tell you right now, chat, you're never gonna see Austin, even for the meme, play in a Valorant tournament. It ain't gonna happen. No. But he can be an excellent podcast host. They have a podcast already, the Nadeshot and Courage podcast, but maybe next season it turns into the Austin and Nadeshot, or all three, Courage, Austin, and Nadeshot. He's a great game show host, so who knows what kind of game shows they'll come up with, because they're also backed by Cash App as well. Cash App's just everywhere. Cash App is just, you want to look at starting a business, chat, and look at a model of how to start a business in this day and age and be successful. Look at Cash App, dude. I'm sure there's stuff behind the scenes, sure, that we don't know about, whatever, but dude, they're killing it. Like, it's insane.
They are Cash App, man. It's a smart move to move into the gaming space, because you have so many eyes on it. And now that you've got, you're sponsoring 100 Thieves, they sponsor sometimes OTK. Like, it gets more people in front of using their app.
Well, and when you see how much money that they're giving away on a weekly basis, they gotta be raking it in, dude. Because I'm talking so they, what was it? So 2 weeks ago, I think it was now, because I just listened to it on Spotify, was the Scuff Podcast charity stream for Austin Relief Funds, where they donated 2 charities. But during the stream, Cash App, if they donated through Cash App to the charity, they would match all donations up to $10,000. which like this, it's just insane, right? And then while giving away cash to people in the chat as well, so it's really crazy. And yeah, with them back in 100 Thieves and now Austin in there, and then hey, who knows? Maybe we'll see 100 Thieves train wrecks. I don't know. I'd be really surprised and weirded out to see him not go with OTK, but. We'll see. I guess what happens, but yeah, it's interesting.
I know that Wikipedia is pretty much not a credible source, really, but I just looked up 100 Thieves, and I'm looking at their partner list and their owners. So the partner list, they have Cash App, HP Omen, Rocket Mortgage, which I forgot about, Secret Lab, Totino's, Elgato, Monsanto, JBL, Chipotle, AT&T, and Rockstar.
Yep. And I'm pretty sure there's another one or two I can't think of right now, or maybe it's up right now. But I know, yeah, their sponsorship games are insane. Like it's crazy.
But there are 4 owners.
Yeah.
Nate, Dan. Get this. I don't know how true this is, but Drake.
Drake, really?
Yeah, and he says he is one of the 4 owners of 100 Thieves.
Really? I didn't know that. What?
They did a series of investments into him. That's why. So I'm guessing Drake did do some investments into him.
Oh, interesting. Wow, that's
smart of Drake.
I guess so. Well, because I would say like their biggest thing that helped them like launch and get all the cash was their merch drops. Like their merch. Now a lot of people are getting like decent merch as well, but for a long time, like, and it's sold out like instant, right? It's one of those things like. The site's broken. You can't even get on there, right?
Right.
But yeah, that's that. Hey, there you go, chat. Well, and Logan Paul, look, he set the standard with that. You want to be a real rich content creator, you got to get real good merch that people want, and a lot of times it's just simple stuff. So, 100 Thieves with the like realistically, just because of like their name and their logo, I could see how like that appeals to like the especially younger
Zoomers.
Audience. Well, not even just Zoomers, right? Like I guess maybe they still are Zoomers, but like anybody from like 14 to like probably almost like 24 nowadays, right? They'd see like a 100 Thieves sweatshirt and go, oh damn, that's pretty cool, right? I want that. Like I know back when I was like 22 or something, if I saw them in the store and they were a decent price, I'd probably grab them, right? So,
right.
I mean, hey, if they want to send me some, I'll still wear it. Hey, this shout out Nate Shog. There we go. Send some merch. But yeah, unless chat's got any more questions or you got any, I think we can call it a night there. Tonight's just more a chill night. We're just talking about some games and stuff, and then afterwards chat. I don't think we're gonna get too crazy tonight. Honestly, I was feeling that Final Fantasy VII remake so much. I think that's going to be the shit show Saturday tonight. Just hop right back into it. I don't know.
Chill into it. Yeah, I'm about to get on some Dying Light, so that's where...
Yeah, you guys been doing the Dying Light Saturdays. You want to talk on that a little bit? I love, to preface, I love how there's... Some people always think, well, this is a dead game. That's a dead game. But the dead game sometimes, other than like when it's truly dead, like Friday, no low blows, sorry, chat. There's always like a niche community on there, and sometimes it's a really like cool niche community. How so? Because I was in Soul's chat while he was playing that Dying Light, and yeah, people coming in there to the chat, like helping him out and doing, it's pretty cool, right?
Christoph, what's going on, Christoph?
Oh, hold up. I don't mean to interrupt, but chat, everybody, right now, we got to give a big applause to Christoph43 because he just became a father today. Congratulations, Christoph. 403. Big congrats to you and your wife, the beautiful baby girl born today.
Oh, baby girl? Oh, lit.
I think, or born maybe late last night, but very, very big congratulations, my dude. Very big. I know you guys will be killer parents. So Nat says hi. Well, hope she's feeling well and healing up well. Mm-hmm. But yeah, big congrats. But yeah, sorry, so I didn't mean to cut you off there. Sorry, I had to get that one out though. I was very happy for that. I worked with Christoph back in the day, so.
Oh man, that's lit. I'm happy for him. You know what I'm saying? That's lit. You know what I'm saying? Congrats.
Mm-hmm.
That's lit. I forgot what I was saying.
So, Dying Light. We're talking about Dying Light and the community and stuff like that.
Yeah. It's so crazy because I have had an itch to just play the game because I was like I had never beat it, and so I was like, I'll just jump on, and I didn't know that there were still people that really freaking play this game. Like, there's there's one guy jumped in my game. He was like level 255. He was just giving us stuff and showing us the ropes.
Join the Discord.
And then there was this other guy that I guess he was opposite of that and trolled us. And so kind of killed us in this manhunt kind of deal. And I mean, but if you saw the VOD, it was hilarious, man.
Oh, but even that could make for an interesting time too, right? Because it's just
I think I was crying. I was literally laughing so hard I was crying, like because the guy kept killing Jeremy J-Mo.
Yeah,
he kept killing him, bro. I was dying. I was dying.
A game that used to be good for that back in the day was Red Dead Online. I'll admit, I used to be one of those shitters on Red Dead Online because at first there wasn't really anything to do but be a shitter. You know what I mean? Or go fishing, which to me was boring. So I go to find the people that were fishing and like lasso them and drown them in the river. It was pretty bad, but
that's all you do.
Oh, the best, my favorite was chat's gonna be like, you son of a bitch, because when you first started the beta, okay, there's a little cutscene plays, and you have to ride from point A to point B, and you cannot do anything until you do that. So I rode from point A to point B, got a sniper rifle, sat 50 yards outside of point B, and as soon as anybody rode up to go in there and start their online adventure, headshot, or shoot the horse out, wipe it out. Oh man, people were getting salty.
Yeah, tilted them.
Oh man,
I remember when I first got in, we were just fighting.
Yeah,
that's all we would do.
It's so
with my boys, straight hands.
Get the knives out, the lasso. It's fun, man. It's I had a lot of fun with that. It wore off pretty quickly, unfortunately, but while it was there, man, it was an experience. Just laughing. I remember just a few times. There's times in your life where you just get laughing so hard you can't breathe, and you're just like if you were drinking or something, you laugh so hard that once you're done, you're like, oh man, I just laughed myself sober, kind of deal. You know, you know what I mean? It's one of those games. I miss that, but yeah. Chat. Unless you guys got any more quick questions, gonna let Soul go. He's got a stream to get to tonight. Then we're gonna get to whatever the hell we're gonna do. It's either gonna be Final Fantasy 7. It's gonna be Final Fantasy 7 at some point. But if you guys want to do something small before that, we'll figure that out. But unless you guys got any more quick questions, you got 30 seconds, and if not, we gotta let the man go.
Yeah, get on some Dying Light. See if
there we go. Yeah, especially I ran a little late tonight since my damn computer. Sorry about that again to Soul and to you guys, the chat. Like I said, we are the most scuffed podcast, but usually I have my audio working. I swear. I don't know, man. That's yeah. I should have wrote down what I just did there in case it happens again.
Take a picture of it.
Yeah. Demo, thank you there for linking that. I'll get all the rest of them going here too. That's the other thing that made me mad. So I was like, yo, I'm gonna be prepared from now on. Each podcast, I had all your links. I want to get this one in there too, because this one we don't spam a lot. I want to get your Spotify link in there. I had all the links sitting on Notepad, ready to go. So at the show at the end, but then when the computer crashed, I lost them all. I was going to do it while we were talking, but I got lost in the conversation, as we always do, right?
My camera.
But chat, also go and follow. Don't even tell me you don't have Spotify. It's 2021. You all got Spotify. Click that. Follow the Unskripted podcast on Spotify. I listen to it on my way to work and on my breaks. It's just chilling. Or you can click that twitch.tv/SoulUnskripted, and we're gonna get you. I'll throw out the Twitter and the Instagram here in a minute, but click those for now, chat, and hit follow, especially on Spotify. Like, I'm sure that Soul would greatly appreciate that. And yeah, Soul, thank you so much again for coming. Claps and hearts in the chat. Everybody chat for Soul Unskripted. Always a great time. We appreciate it, and yeah, your birthday's coming up. Did you? You want to shout out what you said? You got a big stream coming up, right? For that?
Yeah. So the for my birthday so I took the 26th off. The 27th is my birthday. My thought process was I'll take off the 26th. I'll start the 24-hour stream on the 26th, and go into the 27th as long as I can go. It's supposed to be 24 hours, but you know, I'm not as young as I used to be in my olden days.
I feel that.
So I'll go as long as I can, but it'll roll into my birthday on the 27th. So I will be playing various games. So whatever chat wants to play, whether it be the new Monster Hunter that's out, or Dying Light, or Call of Duty, or whatever, I'm down to play it.
Right on, man. Right on. I'll be there, and the chat will be there. So that'll be on starting on a Friday, correct?
Yep, starts Friday and goes until 12 p.m. on Saturday, so into the afternoon. So
Right
that way I
on.
find time to chill with the family and stuff before I get on stream that Saturday night.
Yeah, exactly. Cool. All right, man. Well, yeah, as always, we appreciate you stopping by. Great conversation. And, yeah, we'll see you soon. Have a great stream, and I'll put the rest of your links in here. Chat. Now, click that Spotify and click that Twitch, and go follow Soul Unscripted. See you, Soul.
Peace out.